Once upon a time, a young woman named Radha lived with her father. They were very poor. Her father's health was getting worse each day, and he constantly worried about his responsibility to get Radha married. Radha was very beautiful. One day, a businessman named Krishna came to their town. After finishing his work, he began his journey back but felt thirsty along the way. He looked around for water. At the same time, Radha happened to be walking that way, carrying a pot of water. Seeing the water pot in her hands, Krishna said, "Hello, I am very thirsty. Could you please give me some water?" Without saying a word, Radha handed him the water. Krishna drank and thanked her. Just then, a man appeared, calling out for Radha. "Radha, your father has passed away. I came to tell you," the man said. Radha dropped the water pot and ran home immediately. Seeing her rush, Krishna followed her. When they arrived, Krishna understood the situation. Radha was heartbroken, and she looked at her father's lifeless body. Krishna said, "I'm Krishna. I'm a businessman, and I live in a nearby town. If you're willing, I would like to marry you." Understanding her situation, Radha agreed. On an auspicious day, the two of them got married. Krishna had a mother. She's a mean-spirited woman. Since Radha wasn't from a wealthy family, Krishna's mother often insulted her. She constantly reminded Radha that she had no family and made her life difficult. But she never behaved this way when Krishna was around. One day, Krishna had to leave for another town on business. He told Radha it might take him 3 months to return. Radha felt sad and asked if she could come with him. Krishna said, "The journey is too hard. It won't be easy for a woman to manage." Radha replied, "Look, your mother troubles me a lot. If she finds out you're going to be gone for 3 months, things will get worse. That's why I want to come with you." She told everything about what happened at home. When he wasn't around, Krishna tried to comfort her. "You are misunderstanding her," he said. "My mother is a good person. It's just that things are new and right now. We have only been married for a few days. Everything will be fine soon." And with that, Krishna left for the journey. Krishna's mother overheard the entire conversation from the next room. After Krishna left, she was furious at Radha, had spoken badly about her to her son. In rage, she locked Radha in a room. "You stay right here," she shouted. "Let's see what you learn after 5 days without food." She slammed the door, shut and locked it from the outside. Radha was trapped. 2 days passed. Radha sat in the locked room, weak and exhausted. Radha thought to herself, "It's been 2 days. I'm starving. If I stay like this for 3 more days, I might not survive. I have to escape somehow." But she knew that if she just ran out as herself, someone might recognize her and send her back. So she wore her husband's clothes, tied her hair up, and disguised herself as a man. She took a small pouch of gold, slipped out quietly, and left the house dressed as a traveler. To reach the next town, she had to cross a forest. After walking a while, two thieves appeared on the path. They blocked her and said, "Hand over all the gold you're carrying." Radha stayed calm. "If you don't hurt me," she said, "I'll leave the gold right here and walk away. One of the thieves agreed and ordered her to drop the bag. Radha bent down, pretending to place the bag on the ground. In that moment, she quickly grabbed a stone and hurled it to a honeycomb hanging from a tree right above the robbers. The knife broke, and a swarm of angry bees came out on the thieves, stinging them all over. As they screamed and ran for cover, Radha took the chance and ran deep into the forest. As night fell, she spotted a cave nearby and decided to take shelter there. But as she settled down, she heard strange voices from inside the cave. Curious and cautious, she looked further in, and to her shock, she saw a ghostly figure of a mother and two child ghosts inside. Inside the cave, Radha stayed hidden behind a rock, barely breathing as she listened. One of the child ghosts whined, "Mom, I really want to eat human meat today. Please get us some now, somehow." The mother ghost replied, "That's not possible while the king is alive. If he finds out we have eaten a human, he'll lock us up in chains and starve us to death. The king won't live much longer. Once he dies, we'll be free. Then we can eat as many humans as we want." The child ghost asked, "But how do you know the king will die soon?" One day, for the welfare of his people, the king performed sacred yagnam. That night, as a part of the ritual's vow, he slept on the floor. While he was asleep, a strange fly entered his ear and laid countless eggs inside. Over time, those eggs hatched, and the insects reached the king's brain, causing unbearable headaches. Doctors, priests, and healers from across the kingdom tried every cure, but nothing worked. Hidden in the cave, Radha listened as the child ghost said, "If he just sends those insects out of his head, his headache will be gone, right?" The mother ghost nodded. "Yes, but only I know how to get them out." The child ghost got excited. Tell us, Mom, how can they be removed?" The mother ghost finally revealed the secret to get rid of those insects. She said, "The king must apply coconut oil to his hair and stand under the blazing sun. His head must become extremely hot. Then a pipe must be placed with one end near his ear and the other end dipped in a pot of cold water. The heat will drive the insects crazy. They will search for a cool place. One by one, they will crawl through the pipe into the cold water. Once they've all out, the king's headache will disappear and he'll be perfectly fine." Radha carefully listened to everything the ghost said that night, then rested in the cave. The next morning, she continued her journey. As she reached a nearby town, she heard an announcement echoing through the streets. "Attention everyone! The king is suffering from a severe headache. If anyone can cure him, they'll be greatly rewarded." Radha immediately remembered everything she had heard in the cave. Without wasting time, she made her way to the royal palace. She dressed in a disguise as a man. Radha approached the guards and declared, "I can cure the king." She was taken to the court. Seeing her appearance, the king assumed she was a male healer and gave the order to begin the treatment. Radha made the king stand under the scorching sun. As time passed, his head grew hotter and hotter. Then She brought a pot filled with cold water and placed one end of a pipe near the king's ear and dipped the other end into the water. Just the ghost has described, the insect inside the king's head couldn't bear the heat. One by one, they crawled through the pipe and dropped into the cold water. Moments later, the king's headache vanished. He stood up, feeling completely normal again. The cure had worked. The king, overwhelmed with gratitude, said, "Wonder Man, wonder, you saved my life. Ask for anything, you shall have it." Radha bowed respectfully and said, "Your Majesty, I am not a man." The entire court fell silent. Radha then revealed her true identity and explained everything, how she had disguised herself to escape her cruel mother-in-law, the pain she endured, and how she learned about the cure from the forest cave. The king listened carefully. He immediately summoned Radha's mother-in-law to the court. King thundered, "If you ever trouble Radha again, consider that your last day alive." The king gave rewards for her bravery, intelligence, and honesty. From that day forward, Radha was treated with honor and love in her home. The mother-in-law never dared to mistreat her again. And so, Radha, Krishna, and their family lived happily ever after.